Ooh, morning. It's, they moved a verhousingen truck right in front of like our apartment, because I think what they're doing is they've spent the bigger part of the time like renovating an apartment across the street, and now I think they're just moving a whole crap ton of furniture into said new apartment. I think. Or maybe they're all moving it out by now. I don't know. it I had so much noise going on yesterday, I couldn't hear. I had music playing, which is cleaning. So, it's gonna be quite warm today, actually. I woke up this morning and Google was telling me it's going to be 19 in Amsterdam today, which is like 5 degrees warmer than yesterday. And for Celsius, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So it's gonna be funky. There is something that stinks back in that corner. I thought it was the little, like, the chips. There was like popsicle sticks, and I thought a couple weeks ago, and I thought that they were rotting on the ground because they usually sometimes with a little bit of chemical or something. But this is bad, because I've seen like it's stepping down in levels. Like they're in the States, I've seen a lot of people driving while reading on their cell phones. Here, I don't see a lot of people actually driving, even though there are cars. Also, I'm not a driver, so I'm not on the roads with them.
Yeah.
But I do ride a bike, and I see a lot of people on bikes doing the exact same thing. And so now since I've been walking a little bit more, I've noticed more people walking and just abjectly just staring at their phones. And I don't really get it, because there have been like narrow areas where bikes are sticking out in a building, and you've got like furniture here, and I'm just like walking forward, and I will be like, sorry, and the person like jump, like they get startled, like they didn't know I was walking down the block at them. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating, and I'm starting to be a little bit more rude about saying things to them. Not like, get off your phone, but sorry, and like startling them, making them realize they weren't paying attention. I could say nothing and just run into them and shoulder check them, but, you know, I've heard that's called assault, so. However, there is sometimes where I don't move out of the way of, like, we'll call it a sidewalk congestion. Like when you've got 3 or 4 girls all side by side taking up a really skinny sidewalk, I will maintain course. Yeah. They will figure out how to move around me, and if they're trying to squeeze up, and one of them gets checked by my shoulder or my bag, like my grocery bag sometimes, and it just happens. And I've actually looked in the camera sometimes, and these girls are like they turn around like, how dare he? And I'm like, these are not wide sidewalks, girls. You need to not walk 4 abreast. But anyways, anything from you?
Along that same line, I've seen people in Eindhoven walking along the sidewalk on the high-tech campus on the far, for them, left side. I stay on the right side, and I've watched people go onto the grass to go to my
to your right, to get past you.
On the wrong side.
Yeah, so like, if he's here along the entire sidewalk, people coming at him will then go through the wall, and he's on the edge of the sidewalk.
Yeah.
Again, this goes back to the original, like, why do people pass on wrong sides and do weird stuff? Like, what's going on here? But yeah, so I guess I'll just figure out what's going on later today. I'll try to stay a bit more active. I felt like last Thursday's practice went wonky because I didn't want to do anything overexertion last Thursday. So I basically just like sat around and did nothing, and then was like rested before practice and not warmed up, even though warm up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll probably figure something out. Well, we've hit that wonderful time of the year where it's super dark outside and I can't record after practice, unlike my Sundays. So I'm just gonna see you guys when I get home, and probably I'm walking closer where there's lights. All right, there's a little bit of a siren snafu going in all over Oast. Like every time we turned, there was like blocked road or sirens going this way, so I had to take kind of the long way around. But anyways, yeah, Scary got me home. We had a really good practice. We did indies really fast, but barely anybody was here, so it was like DBs and the two linebackers. Pissed me off because I got a knocker to my shoulder and like every one of my fingers decided it was gonna go pins and needles. So I pretty much missed out on one of the drills because after it happened, my hand clenched up. So it was like making a fist, and I was trying to say, stop, unclench, you're okay, you're fine. Yeah, so it got really annoying. And then we went to team, and we were at team for like a whole hour, like half practice, which was good. Kind of reminded me back at like the Cobras and the Pitbulls. Where like everybody didn't want to do indies, they didn't do warm-ups, they just wanted to do team. Everybody talks a big mess about hitting people and ending careers, and then like, oh no, I'm not gonna hit a teammate. And keeps telling us, hit them. If he just touches the ball, break him in half. I put my keys away, like it was a smart idea. But I gotta, I mean, this thing is super wet. I didn't really get in a lot of tackles today because the receivers weren't catching balls because it actually weirdly rained. Damn it. I'm so glad they didn't fall down 14 stairs. God damn it, give me my key. This was a smart idea. Are you still awake? Hey, can you turn on the bedroom light? I said bedroom. Doesn't the app also turn the bedroom on?
Yes, it can.
Okay.
I have a little widget on my desktop.
Oh, the stairs. Oh, did not know that. That's why when you're like, it's not handy. So, why is Aaron not asleep?
Because you are home late, early thing?
Because he's not going to...
Oh, right, not going to Eindhoven. Because, yeah.
I do need to drink some water and probably take a pill and come in and lay down. He's super tired and I need to like chill, but I also need a lot of water. So I'm going to put this stuff down and get stuff out of my bag and talk to you guys while I'm doing this stuff because everything is so wet. Like it was fine. We had a nice dry, everything was practiced, warm-ups were good. I mean, as you guys can see right here, the warm-ups are, everyone is doing good. We're trying to stay off the bad sections of that field. That's why we were on the other end, I'm still not sure why I've heard the rumor that the one side of the field used to be a section of baseball diamond, so like the bases in the pitcher's mound have gravel in them. So when they seed, it doesn't take nearly as much as oh good, it's just mud. Probably shouldn't have pulled. I need to pull everything. Everything is so gross and disgusting. And clothes are off, pants are off, that's off. Oh, my padded girdle. Anyways, I helped out Yan a lot today. he was making sure that he got his stuff. Denny also helped because I can explain stuff, but I only do English, and sometimes Denny or Sophion can explain in dummy terms in Dutch. And I'm not saying Jan's a dummy, he's just new. So, like everybody that's new to a sport, you need to have things kind of dumbed down a little bit. Whereas I can express in sort of an intermediate form in English. Jan's really good at English, but it's sort of like if I try to talk simply in English, it might be a little confusing. I'm not sure. I know it's happened before with a couple guys when I've tried to explain football terms simply in English, and they've gotten even more confused. So, benefit to having those two at hand. But as Jan is a linebacker, outside linebacker, benefit that I kind of keep watch over him and make sure that he doesn't run out to a side when he's strong, when he's the Sam linebacker, and we need to call which side it is, and he's already way out 6 yards to my right, and we have strong left. And now he's hauling ass 12 yards left. Like, when you don't need to, we break huddle, stick near me, because when we call strong, that way you only need to go like maybe 3 or 4 yards one direction. So, and not like get yourself set up in position and then all of a sudden, he's like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And so he started like hanging around. Yeah. But anyways, everything's good, wet, dirty practice. And I will chat with you guys tomorrow for a sponsored video. Hopefully this stuff will work pretty well. I read up on it, so anyways, it's gonna be funny. It's about mouth guards. Catch you guys tomorrow.